What's up, guys, and very good evening to you. How are you doing? How is your day today? This is Elijah.gichuru. Thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel and continuing to support me. Like I said, this is the greatest YouTuber in the Republic of Kenya, and the E in my name stands for exactly what you need. Now, tragedy has struck Murang'a County after a building under construction collapsed late this evening at around 4 p.m. The building was being constructed at a location within Murang'a town, and the building collapsed as it was being constructed. Now, this is, I don't know to say, 1,000,001 cases we have had in this country of buildings collapsing, and it seems that there is still no solution for buildings collapsing. Now, the building, I was at the site, and the building is built near a river. It's so close to a stream, so to say, and I think that could have been the reason, because that place is wet and things like that. But I mean, there are better ways to address that issue. So as we're talking, the rescue operation is still underway. There are some people trapped inside as at the time I'll be uploading this video, and some have already been rescued. But this begs the question: we've seen buildings collapse in Kiambu County. So many buildings in Kiambu County have collapsed, and now this is among the very few first cases in Murang'a County. And also we've seen in Nairobi and other parts of the country buildings collapsing. And this begs the question: is it an issue of bad or poor material? Is it an issue of incompetence in construction? Is it an issue of corruption and bribery at county government offices, those people whose role and responsibility is to check the quality of buildings before they are built and everything else, or is it a matter of building areas that are not fit for building or construction, or where Kenya doesn't have enough expertise for that? Because I tend to ask myself, in other countries like Dubai and developed countries, these people build houses inside the ocean, you guys, inside the ocean. Kenya, a building can't even stand near a riparian land, and that is something to worry about, because I believe Kenya should be advancing at the pace of other countries. If we are to call ourselves a developed country, a middle income country, we need to develop at a pace whereby our construction stops having this kind of collapses. They cost the lives of people, they cost the money and a lot of money, because assuming this guy took a loan to construct a house, and then now the house is down, the house has not paid back the loan, maybe the land is also on loan, there are people who are trapped inside, God forbid, but maybe they may die. There are people who get disabled, maimed after that incident. Are they covered by insurance? Will their families have to raise money to take these people to hospital, and to cause them to remain in poverty forever? There are so many questions that linger when you see such kind of a disaster. It is something that is very terrible, and I hope this is something the government should address once and for all. What is the one-stop solution for this building collapse menace in this country? Guys, what do you think will be done by the government so that it's able to ensure that they control the development of the houses in this country? Because it has been something that has been going on government after government, regime after regime, promises after promises. And it seems like that in this country there are some problems or things that are beyond the government full control, because some things have existed for a very long time. Buildings collapsing, corruption in government ministries. I've seen the health CS suspend some health officers due to NHIF corruption. And this is not the first time you're hearing a scandal in NHIF. It's not the first time. Remember that young guy who went and bought I don't know how many houses with the NHIF money? Very, very, very recently, people could not use their NHIF cards. Now you're hearing corruption in these places. We've had corruption in KEMSA, recurring, always recurring, and some things seem out of government control. And I don't know what this country can do to curb these problems. And that issue is very sad. It traumatizes people a lot. It causes a lot of wastage in terms of resources, property, time invested. Security officers will be there all night long. It's just a menace. It's just a menace. And it's something that the government should address decisively, should deal with that issue decisively, and come up with structures of how to end these problems forever, once and for all. Also, if we say about fake material, substandard material, I mean, if indeed there is substandard construction material, where do these materials come from? Aren't there agencies, National Construction Authority, who inspect materials and things like that? Or do the constructors use materials that are not strong enough to support such buildings? Because maybe they are strong materials, but the constructors might be using substandard materials. But this begs the question, guys. This building is on its third floor. There are prospects of it going up again. You want to tell me when they started the foundation, the first floor, the second floor, almost going to the third, there was no body from the county government of Murang'a who could have inspected, or who gave approvals, or who did a tour of the building? Before a building reaches such a height and then just collapses, how many licenses does it have? How many people have inspected? And this building is in Murang'a County Murang'a town. A very, very urban area. This is something that is very, very, very devastating. And it is something that county governments, when they meet in the county government's forums and government, should sit down and discuss issues like pending bills in government. These issues have been there since time immemorial. They seem to have no solution. Up to today, government still owes suppliers in excess of 700 billion. 700 billion. What is the ripple effect of that kind of money if this can be paid to people? Multiply effect. Guys, it's high time that things like this stop making headlines, and people stop dying from things that can be preventable. Okay, some of these disasters are preventable, because this is not a natural disaster. This is not an earthquake, guys. This is not a landslide. This is not a mudslide. This is not floods. This is not drought. This is a man-made disaster that could have been prevented and should be prevented before it starts, before it strikes, so that we can have a safer society. There are families that we are crying and mourning today. It's so sad when somebody has gone to fend for themselves, money that even can't be enough to give them a luxurious life, and then they lose their life, trying to stay alive. it is not good, and it is something that should be addressed very, very fast, and measures should be taken to curb this issue. Let us not hear another building collapsing. Anyway, guys, that has been my time. Thank you. This is your guy, Elijah.gichuru. Continue liking, subscribing, and commenting to my YouTube channel. For the new subscribers, I love you so much. Let's keep it here for the latest in everything news. Adios.